Hello children, welcome to this English teleteaching program. Today we will discuss the second part of the chapter adjectives of your grammar book. I think you are all fine today to listen to me. Before going to discuss the new ideas, let's have a recapitulation of our previous discussion, what we discussed in our previous grammar session. Then we will start our discussion. So dear children, in our previous grammar session, in our last session, we discussed adjectives, a class of words, and they are used as elements in a sentence, and they have different positions in the sentences. We can use them as attributive adjectives, predicative adjectives, and sometimes in both attributive and predicative positions. And adjectives can also be used before nouns but not after link verbs, and some adjectives can also be used as post-positioned adjectives. And we have also discussed when we use adjectives in the post-positioned situations, the adjectives they give different types of meanings. We have discussed how the same adjective can give two types of meaning, right? And we also discussed some nouns, they can be used as adjectives and they are called as classifiers. So let's go to the new things in this session, and I have decided to start with that paragraph, that passage which we used in the last session. Let's see that paragraph passage, and you just look at, we have already read this passage, you know about the AT, and you just look at some words. There lives in the Himalayas a strange and terrible creature. So strange and terrible, these are two adjectives. So how can we know that whether we should use strange at the beginning and then terrible, or we should use terrible and strange? Which is right? We have to know all these things. So it is called the AT. It is about 6 feet tall and stands erect. So in this sentence there are two adjectives, tall and erect, but they are separated from each other. But at some places we find more than one adjectives. In the next sentence you see, its body is covered with thick brown fur. So thick and brown, these are two adjectives, and these two adjectives are used in a proper order, thick first then brown. How can we know that brown should be used after thick, right? So its eyes are big and red. So big and red, you just see, like burning coal. It has a small pointed head. Long thick hair falls over its eyes. So long thick, two adjectives. Small pointed, two adjectives, right? So my dear children, when we have many adjectives in a noun phrase or in an adjective phrase, how we should be very much careful to use in a proper order, we will discuss today, right? So order of the adjectives. And before that, let's see some important things so that we can use adjectives in proper order appropriately, right? There are some adjectives which are ended with ed, en or ing. So adjectives ending in ed, en and ending in ing, right? So when an adjective is ended with or in ed or en, that describes how a person feels or the condition a thing is in. So the condition of the thing and the feeling of the person we can know from the form of the adjectives. You just see, excited audience means the feeling of the audience. The audience, they feel excited, they are very happy. Frightened baby, the baby is frightened, feeling. So when we feel something, when people feel something, we can use the adjectives ending in ed. Broken glass, en, ending with en. Broken glass means the glass which is broken. That means the situation of the glass or the thing is, it is broken. So broken glass. My dear children, we have to use the adjectives ending in ed and en to talk about or to describe the feeling and the condition of the thing or the person, right? And you see, some adjectives ending in ing, they describe that something is continuing. If I say running train, the train is running. Rising price, the price is rising. Shining sun, the sun is shining. A flowing stream, the stream is flowing. Right? Moving car, the car is moving. Living thing, right? So thing is living. All these things, when we use ing adjectives, they describe or they talk that the nouns, they are in a continuing situation, right? So let's do one activity from your textbook and we can understand the meaning of these adjectives better. You just see. I am going to read out the questions first, then we will discuss the answers. Rewrite the sentences below choosing the correct alternative. So there are two adjectives you can find in each sentence and you have to select which one is appropriate basing on the meaning in the context. Grandma told us some amusing or amused stories. Which is right, we have to see. His long speech was very boring. His behavior was disgusting or disgusted. Which is right, we have to see. Why do you look so depressing or depressed? The smile on your face is relaxed or relaxing to me. Lata's progress at school is quite encouraging or encouraged to me. You just see the answers. Grandma told us some amusing or amused stories. Amusing stories. I mean the stories which are very interesting stories. His long speech was very bored or boring. Boring. Speech was boring. We got bored. Right? We became bored. But this speech was boring. His behavior was disgusting or disgusted. Disgusting. You just see. Behavior was disgusting. Story was amusing. Speech was boring, like this. Now you see. Why do you look so depressing or depressed? Depressed. You just see. Your situation. Feeling. Right? Depressed. The smile on your face is relaxed or relaxing to me. Relaxing to me. Right? So your smile. Relaxing smile. Lata's progress at school is quite encouraging or encouraged to me. Encouraging. Words. Your words are encouraging. Progress is encouraging. Right? Now, come to activity number 4. Here is a passage describing the relief work done by the people in flood hit area. Complete the passage using the appropriate form of the words given in brackets. So, my dear students, you can find some words in the brackets and you have to use the correct adjective form of the words as per the meaning in the context. ପିଲାମାନେ ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ୟାସେଜ୍, ସେ ପ୍ୟାସେଜ୍ର ଅର୍ଥକୁ ନେଇକି କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ସଟ ପ୍ରସଙ୍ଗକୁ ଭିତ୍ତି କରିକି we have to use the form of the adjectives, right? You just see, listen to me for the questions first. It rained heavily for some days. The river water started swelling. The water level reached an dash height and started overflowing into the nearby villages. The dash people began moving to higher places from their dash houses. The sound of the dash water was very dash, so rough and frightened. The sight of the village after the flood receded was quite dash. The word is shock. There were dash houses. The word is given here break. Then uproot. Dash trees and dead animals everywhere. We rushed to the villages with relief material soon after. The villages were actually dashed at the sudden loss of their houses and property. The bracketed word is shock. We consoled the dead women and children. The bracketed word is weep, right? We made the dead villagers and distributed the relief materials among them. The word is given here distress. We asked them not to be dash worry. We told them that the dash government would surely do something for them during their dash. The word is trouble times, right? Our work might have been small, but it was so dash within bracket satisfy, right? So, mind your students. Let's go to the answers. You just see I have given red color to the answers so that I have I have not removed the blanks because you can know that is the place where we should use. I have just changed the form of the word, right, using red color. So it rained heavily for some days. The river water started swelling. The water level reached an alarming height and started overflowing into the nearby villages. Alarming height means the height of the water is alarming, continuing. I have already told you, when the situation is continuing, we can use adjective with ing. The dash people began moving to higher places. The panic, right? You just see CK, PANIC, panic. We can add KY and that is the panicky people, right? Moving to higher places from their damaged houses. Damaged here, ED. That means the houses are broken, damaged, right? The sound of the dash water continuing, rushing water. The water is flowing. That's why rushing water was very dash, was frightened, right? The sight of the village after the flood receded was quite shocking. The sight was shocking, right? There were dash broken houses. You just see there were broken houses. Uprooted trees means the trees were uprooted and dead animals everywhere. We rushed to the village with relief material soon after. The villagers were actually shocked. They were shocked. I am shocked, right, at the sudden loss of their houses and property. We consoled the weeping women and children. Continuing, that means the women and children, they were crying, weeping, right? We made the distressed villagers. The villagers are in a distressed mood, right? And distributed the relief materials among them. We asked them not to be worried. So worried, not to be worried, adjective. We told them that the government would surely do something for them during their troublous. You just see troublous, troublesome. It is also possible to use troublesome times, troublous times. Our work might have been small, but it was so satisfactory. So satisfy verb and satisfactory is the adjective form. So my dear students, you used the adjectives ending in ed or en or ing forms, and we also discussed how different meanings they give to us. Let's go to the order of adjectives. I have already told you, if we have many adjectives in an adjective phrase or in a noun phrase, so how we can use the adjectives in proper order? You just see there are different types of adjectives, and the adjectives which are actually used to give the opinion of the people or our opinion, what we think, what we feel, what we consider, what we decide, these adjectives they come first. So O means opinion. So when we say good, bad, ugly, nice, useful, wonderful, naughty, these adjectives they come first. If I say good boy, you just see if I say, suppose I say, there are two adjectives, good, tall boys. If I say, then tall and good, there are two adjectives. So opinion adjective means I think it is good, I decide it is good, I judge it is good. And that's why the opinion adjectives, when the person thinks, feels, decides, these adjectives they are used and they come first. After the opinion adjectives, the adjectives which are about the size of the noun, they are used: big, small, medium, enormous, huge, tiny, little, etc. Tiny means very small, right? So after opinion adjectives, then size, then physical quality. Physical quality means heavy, light, hard, soft, quality of the how it is, right? And then comes age. Adjective of age means old, young, new, ancient, recent, medieval, antique, etc. So the adjectives which talk about the age, that means whether it is old or young, whether it is new or old, whether it is ancient or recent or modern, medieval, all these adjectives they come after physical quality adjectives. So first opinion adjectives, then size adjectives, big, small, medium, like this, then physical quality adjectives, heavy, light, hard, soft, like this, then adjectives of age means old, young, they are used, right? Then we have some other adjectives like shape, adjectives that talk about shape, round, oval, triangular, conical, all these adjectives they come after these adjectives, right? Then C, C means color, red, green, black, white, colored, etc. Then come the place of origin adjectives, means the adjectives which are used to talk about the origin of origin or the place of origin where they have originated or they are originated, right? So Indian, Chinese, tropical, equatorial, polar, sea, pond, river, all these adjectives they talk about the origin of the adjectives or nouns, and they are used after the color adjectives, right? So my dear students, after shape, then color, then place of origin, then material. Material means iron. Suppose I say gold ornaments, right? Or wooden table, wooden dress, stone image, steel plate. So all these adjectives which talk about the materials, they come after the origin, adjectives of origin, right? Then come purpose. So the adjectives which are used to talk about the purpose of the noun, walking, drinking, washing, living. Suppose I say walking stick, stick is the noun and the adjective is walking. So the purpose of the stick is to take help for walking. So walking stick, drinking water, the water is for drinking, right? So that's why the purpose of the water is for drinking. That's why drinking water, like this. So walking, drinking, washing, living, all these adjectives they are used to talk about the purpose, and they come at the end in the noun phrase, right? So let's do one activity so that it will be easier for us to understand all these things, right? We can get a very good practice from this activity. Activity number 5 in your textbook. In the following sentences, more than one adjective has been used before a noun. Write the order in which they have been used. One has been done for you. Number 1, you have a nice little home. You just see, nice little home. Home is the noun, nice is opinion. I have already told you, good, nice, beautiful, fantastic, wonderful, these are opinion adjectives. So first opinion, then little, size. So the first one is given and the other sentences you have to find out. We will see, right? So you just listen to me for the questions first, then we will discuss. Number 2, it is an old Indian wooden chair, right? Number 3, Konark is a wonderful medieval stone structure, right? So in this sentence we have wonderful, medieval, stone, then structure. So 3 adjectives we have to see which adjectives are what type of adjectives, right? Then number 4, this is a nice aluminium walking stick. It is a huge black African elephant. Number 6, I was talking about this beautiful old wooden dining table. Number 7, I have some ancient Indian copper coins. So number 8, look at the old wooden royal bed. Number 9, dams are huge modern concrete structures across rivers. Number 10, bring the round green tablecloth. So my dear students, in these 10 sentences, we have more than one adjectives in the adjective phrase. We have to see what type of adjectives have been used and how they have been used in a proper order as we discussed. Let's go to the answers. Right. Number 1, I have already told you, you have a nice little home. A nice little home is the noun phrase, and nice little are two adjectives. Nice is the opinion adjective comes first, then comes size. Number 2, it is an old Indian wooden chair. So an old Indian wooden chair, this is the noun phrase. I have underlined the noun phrases. And old Indian wooden, there are 3 adjectives. And these 3 adjectives are old, that is the age, that talks about the age, and Indian is about the origin, and wooden is the material. So old, age is adjective of age, Indian adjective of origin, and wooden is the adjective of material. Number 3, Konark is a wonderful medieval stone structure. So a wonderful medieval stone structure is the noun phrase, and a is the articular determiner. Wonderful is the first adjective here that talks about opinion. I say, oh, how wonderful. So this is my opinion, this is my decision, this is my judgment, this is my feeling. So the feeling, the judgment, the decision, that should come at the beginning, right? So medieval, that talks about age, and then stone structure. Stone is the material, then structure is the noun. Number 4, this is a nice aluminum walking stick, right? So a nice aluminum walking stick, a is the determiner, nice aluminum walking, 3 adjectives, stick is the noun. So nice is opinion, aluminum is material, and walking stick, I have already told you, the stick is the purpose of the stick is for walking, and that's why walking is the adjective of purpose. Number 5, it is a huge black African elephant. Huge size, black, that is color, African origin. So first size, then color, then origin. ପିଲାମାନେ ଗୋଟିଏ ଜିନିଷ ମନେ ରଖ, କେମିତି ଜାଣିବା ଆମେ ସାଧାରଣତଃ ଆମେ ଆଗ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷକୁ ଦେଖୁ ଦେଖୁ ଆମେ ୱିଲ୍ ଗିଭ୍ ଆୱାର ଓପିନିଅନ୍ ଫାଷ୍ଟ, ଯେ ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ କେମିତି ଭଲ କି ମନ୍ଦ, ତାପରେ ଆମକୁ ଜଣାପଡ଼ିବ ଯେ ଏଇଟା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି କେତେ ବଡ଼ ହେଇଛି, ତାପରେ ତା କଲର୍ କ'ଣ, କେଉଁଥିରେ ତିଆରି ହେଇଛି, ସେ କେଉଁଠୁ ଆସିଛି, ଏଇଭଳି ୱି କ୍ୟାନ୍ ହାଭ୍ ଟୁ use the adjectives like this, right? So first give your opinion, then come to the size, then color, then origin, like this, right? I was talking about this beautiful old wooden dining table. So this beautiful old wooden dining table is the noun phrase. Beautiful, that is the adjective of opinion. Old is the adjective of age. Wooden is the adjective of material. And dining table means the table used for dining, or the purpose of the table is to use for dining, and that's why this is the adjective of purpose. I have some ancient Indian copper coins. Some ancient Indian copper coins, this is a long noun phrase, 3 adjectives, ancient, Indian, copper. Ancient is about age, Indian is about the place of origin, and copper is the material. So age first, then origin, then material, right? Then number 8, the old wooden royal bed. Old is age, wooden is the adjective about material, and royal is the adjective of purpose. Bed for the royal people, right? Thus is the purpose of the bed. And number 9, dams are huge modern concrete structures. So huge is size, big, very big. Modern, that is age, that talks about age. And concrete is about material. So huge is the adjective of size, modern is the adjective of age, and concrete is the adjective of material. And number 10, bring the round green tablecloth. So the round green tablecloth is the noun phrase, and round is the adjective of shape. I have already told you, rectangular, triangular, round, conical, like this. So this is about shape, green is about color, and table is about purpose. So my dear students, I think you can understand the order of adjectives. Usually I give a very simple formula: oat, sack. So dear children, we discussed the order of adjectives and we also did the activities. Let's know some very important things. When we have many adjectives, whether we should use comma or not. So using comma or and between adjectives. We do not use comma or and between adjectives. They are used in an accepted order. You just see, we should not use comma or and in normal use of adjectives. You just see the example, an old wooden dining table. So old wooden dining, three adjectives, but we should not use comma after old or wooden or dining table. But how we can give commas? You just see, when we use two color adjectives before a noun, we join them with and. Suppose a black and white photograph. So black and white, these are two adjectives, but they talk about the same type of adjective. That's why we should use and. A red and green jersey. So and. A red and green, two colors, and we can use and. When we use two or more adjectives after a link verb, we put and before the last adjective and a comma between others. ଯେତେବେଳେ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆମର ବି ଭର୍ବ ଥିବ, ଇଜ୍ ଆମ୍ ଆର୍ ୱାଜ୍ ୱେର୍ ଥିବ, ତାପରେ ଆଡଜେକ୍ଟିଭ୍ ଆସିଥିବ, ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ କମା ଆଉ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଦେବା। ଦେଖ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ୍ ତିନୋଟି ଦିଆଯାଇଛି। ଦି ଡେ ୱାଜ୍ ହଟ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟାୟାରିଂ। ସୋ ହଟ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟାୟାରିଂ ଆଫ୍ଟର ୱାଜ୍ ଭର୍ବ ପରେ ବସିଛି, ତେଣୁ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଲାଗିଛି। ଦି ଡେ ୱାଜ୍ ହଟ୍, ହ୍ୟୁମିଡ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟାୟାରିଂ। ସୋ ତିନିଟା ଆଡଜେକ୍ଟିଭ୍ ଅଛି। ଦେର୍ ଆର୍ ଥ୍ରୀ ଆଡଜେକ୍ଟିଭ୍ସ ଆଫ୍ଟର ୱାଜ୍, ବି ଭର୍ବ, and we can use comma and end. The man was tall, dark and handsome. So tall, dark and handsome. So my dear students, we should not use comma, but when we have the adjectives of the same color, we can use and when we have many adjectives after the be verbs, we can use comma and, right? So my dear students, we discussed the most important thing of the adjectives chapter, that is the order of adjectives, position of adjectives. So let's conclude the class. What we discussed in this grammar session, right? We discussed adjectives ending in ed, en and ending in ing. We discussed the order of adjectives like opinion, size, physical quality, age, shape, color, place of origin, materials and purpose. And we also discussed the most important thing, how we can use comma and in the place of adjective phrases, right? Using comma between adjectives. When we have two color adjectives, we can use and when we have adjectives after link verbs, we can use comma and. So I think you understand a lot of things. Please do the activities, and the time is going to be over. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you in the next session.